I'm Victor Caixeta and I'm from Brazil.
И дальше. Та-дам, па-дам, па-па-па-пам.
I was born in Uberlândia. It's not very small, but also not very big city. There's a really great university there, and not a lot of ballet schools. Once I was at the normal school, and a director from the ballet school in my city, she came to do a few auditions to see who had talent, and we were just there doing some stretching, and I've never done anything before. Maximum that I would do was football, soccer, but it was not really serious. I didn't want to be a soccer player. She said I had a really great talent for ballet, and she asked my mom's phone number. And she called my mom and asked her to come over and talk. And then my mom went, and she told very nice things to my mom. And my mom came home and she said, "Oh, you got a scholarship for a ballet school." And I was like, "Oh, ballet, you know. I'm not sure I want to do ballet." And I went just because I didn't want to stay home, and at the beginning I also wanted to see the girls in the ballet skirts and everything. I remember my first class, it was just girls and me in one class. It was very fun, very hard in the beginning, and I started quite late. I was 12, and my teacher told me that it was not for fun, it was serious, that she found a big talent on me, and I had to work hard since day zero, because I started very late and we had to do a very quick program for me to get all the information and go abroad, because ballet in Brazil is not very prestigious. We have a few companies which is not very supportive by the government, and we don't have a lot of classical ballet. So yeah, I had to work very hard since day zero. I was at the Berlin State Ballet School for a year, and the directors there decided to bring me to the Moscow concourse, the competition. I thought it was a great idea, but just to get experience and dance at the Bolshoi Theater, it was like a dream. And I've seen this competition on YouTube, and all the great stars went there. I went there in the first round. I had to dance 2 variations. After my first variation, there was a break, and during this break, Yuri called Larissa, because he saw that I was a YGP alumni, and he asked her if she knew me, and she said yes, of course, and she directly called my teacher from Brazil, because they have contact, and told her that Yuri was interested to give me a position at the Mariinsky. And they told me this before the second variation, and I remember that I messed up all the second variation, and I even sleep on the floor because I was so nervous after this. And then I thought, oh, maybe he's not interested in me anymore. And after this, we met at the restaurant and talked about, and he was very nice, and he said that he was still interested in me, even if I fought a little bit, and I had still 2 more rounds to go through. It happened that I won 3rd place, and 1 week after, I already came here to, meet the company, start the documents, see the city, and see where I was gonna live, and sign the contract. It was very fast, and I was not planning this at all. I was still underage. I was 17, and it was my first year in the school in Berlin. I had 2 more years, and I remember telling them, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, but you cannot go. You still have 2 more years." And then they helped me do some exams to get the diploma, and I fortunately passed all the exams, also academic, and then they let me go because it's a one-in-a-lifetime chance to come to Mariinsky. I couldn't say no. It was during the summer, so it was beautiful with the white nights, very historical. I've never seen something like this before because, even in Berlin we have some historical part, but not as much as here. Here you walk on the streets and you feel the art, you feel this atmosphere, this energy. It was very special. And it was not so cold, so I was like, oh, Russia's not that cold. And then the winter came.
Но начало нам нужно просто, да, вот со стульчика снял, значит, да, огляделись, начался снежок, да, какая красота, снова зима.
In the first year, it was very hard, everything, because, in Berlin, they were doing everything for me. Even they would help me with homework because my schedule for the school, ballet school, was very hard. And here, every day working, since day 1, I was working crazy. I got my pedagogue, my teacher, that I didn't study here in the Russian school, even though I had the Russian teachers, but it's not the same to study at the Vaganova and get all the information to come to the theater. So we had to work very hard to get all the style, to get everything. And the first year was hard because then it came the winter. I had to do all the documents, everything on my own. They were trying to help me, but as I was an adult, I had to start to do everything. Nobody was there helping me, and I couldn't speak the language. But I got so mature in just 1 year that I changed so much that I see now, even the pictures when I arrived here, and now 3 years that has passed, and it's very nice to see how much I've grown, not just as a dancer, but also as a person. I feel that now I found a very comfortable place where I can go home and just sit there and rest and get ready for the next day, because here I feel that I have to live one day at a time, even though I have so many exciting things coming up, but every day here is I try to work as if it was the last day, because this is an amazing opportunity to be here. I know that I'm very lucky that all the dancers around the world would like to be here. So I try to enjoy as much as I can and work as hard as I can too.
Да, значит, на последнем подша уже с ней. Здесь немножечко тоже, чтобы она бросила ногу, то чуть-чуть тоже ее все-таки дать немножко вот эту вещь, когда стоит на эту сторону, да, писать. Там не вот так держи, а чуть-чуть вот так. И потом вот так и под нее и подходи.
Every time I go on stage, I get emotions that I've never got in my life. Every time is different, especially in the historical stage. You can feel an incredible energy. I cannot describe, put in words.
Вот видишь, а ты каждый раз ставишь вот так.
The teachers, that they are very supportive. I've been so lucky to get these 2 teachers, Naum Selyutsky and Viktor Baranov, that they do everything for me. If they have to come in the day off, extra time, they call me to see if I'm okay at home. So, I really appreciate this support that I have, because in Brazil people are very kind and very warm, and I'm so lucky to have teachers like this that worry about me. Every day you have different performances. I'm so lucky, in 3 years my repertoire is bigger than someone that have danced in another company for 10 or 15 years. It's incredible, like sometimes even crazy, that I would dance now Sleeping Beauty and I have to look for it for my Romeo debut next. And the next day I will have another performance that completely different. And these keep coming up and like this. It's very hard, but also very exciting.
Тебе же легче, что даже вот здесь мы будем хвататься рукой. Как две вот так диагонали. Вот, да. Вот. И вот это, смотри, вот взял руку, а это еще чуть-чуть дай.
Yeah, I miss my family a lot. I miss the sun. Yeah, even in winter, it's not real winter, the sun is always there, especially in my city. Maybe my mom's food. But here, I found also nice stuff. Now, especially this time, I can call it home, I'm in a very comfortable position. My first year, I thought that people would speak English because Mariinsky is such a big company. And then I remember when I started rehearsing with Kenneth Naumich, he's very old and he couldn't speak any word in English, even count the numbers. So we were in the studio every day of the week, even in day off, more than hours, and there's just no way that I couldn't learn. So I would try to listen what he says and keep in my mind, and get home, put in my phone what this word means. So I would take 3 words a day that I would learn and keep repeating them. And so now I can speak a little bit. I mean, of course not perfect because I haven't had real classes, but I can communicate easily with anyone at the theater. If I need something, if I'm in trouble, if I'm sick, and I can answer and can understand them, what they are telling me, so yeah.
Пониже ручку, пониже, Виктор, пониже, вот здесь, вот так.
Always when I have some guests or family or friends coming from, I already had friends come from Berlin, first thing that I show is the theater, because it's just incredible and everyone wants to see the theater. But also the city is very beautiful. I try to walk through Nevsky and show St. Isaac Cathedral and Kazan Cathedral. And when we have time to go to Hermitage Museum. In the winter we can go to Peterhof. Sorry, summer, yeah. It's a very beautiful city. Even for people that don't come here just for the ballet, they can enjoy very much. And actually, it's a very busy city. Even on Sundays, everything's working. This is very useful because, in Europe, on Sunday everything closed and everyone gets home and rest. And here, sometimes we have Sunday off and everything's open, so it's very nice. I have a few friends at the theater, Russians and also the international. We have this little international group, especially May Nagahisa, that we are very close friends and we get to dance a lot together. Every time we have a free time, we try to do something. I also have friends outside from the theater. I try to make a friendship with also Russians, to get to know the language. But yeah, especially this year, I have a very good group of friends that have been supporting me.
На уровне талия у нее там, найди у нее талия хорошая, видна. Видишь, 2 ямочки вот здесь держи, вот здесь.
I think you have to be very open-minded because as any other country, the culture can change very fast and, Russians have their own country. Also, if you go to Brazil, you're gonna find a lot of things strange. So here is the same, until you get used to, you have to open your mind and understand why people do that or that. And I think, you have to come here calm and, learn about their culture and don't judge people first sign, because then you won't gonna understand why people are like this, why things, are the way they are. But this is in any place. Also, if you guys go to Brazil, a lot of things gonna be very strange. So I think, yeah, you have to be very open-minded and patient, and then you're gonna get used to it and understand everything. And you're gonna feel a bit Ruski afterwards.